Hi, I'm Flo with the Roseline team. Roseline is a new generation AI agent that not only scribes but also calls and texts the patient to perform medical intake across specialties to save valuable care time. So I'm going to show you an example by playing a patient with abdominal pain and some bloating. All right, so let's call Roseline.
Hello. How can I assist you today? Are you here for a medical history review?
No, I've been having a lot of stomach pain, and I've been feeling very bloated as well for a few weeks.
I'm sorry to hear about your discomfort. Let's try to get to the bottom of this. Can you tell me when the stomach pain and bloating started?
It started about 3 weeks ago, and it's usually happening after I eat.
Thank you for sharing that. It sounds like it's been quite uncomfortable for you. Could you describe the nature of the pain? Is it sharp, dull, crampy, or something else?
I mean, my stomach is cramping up pretty badly, and I get very bloated. Sometimes I also get a lot of gas, and I even end up with some diarrhea after the meals.
It sounds quite distressing. I'm sorry you're experiencing this. Are there certain types of food or specific meals that seem to trigger your symptoms more than others?
Yeah, it seems to get worse if I eat a lot, like a large meal, and then if the food is very greasy, like I just was at a sugar shack, and that was really bad.
Thank you for that information. It seems like larger meals and greasy foods are making your symptoms worse. Have you tried any remedies or medications to help with the bloating, gas, or diarrhea? If so, have they helped?
No, I haven't tried anything.
That's good to know. It helps to understand what has or hasn't been tried yet. Now, have you noticed any other symptoms alongside the stomach pain, bloating, gas, and diarrhea? For example, have you had any nausea, vomiting, or unexplained weight loss?
Yeah, I sometimes feel a bit nauseous, and my bowel movements can be, let's say, pretty unpredictable, but that's about it.
Thank you for letting me know. It sounds like your gastrointestinal symptoms are affecting your daily life. I'd like to ask about your medical history now. Have you had any previous issues with your stomach or digestive system, such as ulcers, acid reflux, or food intolerances?
I mean, I've had some minor and occasional heartburns in the past, but that's it. I've never been diagnosed with any stomach problems in the past.
It's helpful to know that you've only experienced occasional heartburn before. Now, let's discuss your family's medical history. Is there any family history of gastrointestinal issues, such as irritable bowel syndrome, celiac disease, or anything similar?
Uh, yeah, my mom did struggle with IBS um, for quite some time now. My dad has had some colon issues at a later stage in life than I am today. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you for sharing that information. Noting your family history with IBS and colon issues is important. Lastly, I'd like to understand a bit about your lifestyle and habits. Could you tell me about your diet, any recent travel, or if there have been significant changes in your routine or stress levels?
Sure. There hasn't been any significant routine change. I haven't traveled. Stress level is high. It has pretty much always been high at work. I do try to eat healthy, but I have a tendency to do takeout now and then when I'm too lazy to cook. I also have a sweet tooth, so I do like a dessert. But yeah, no. Other than that, I don't smoke. I drink occasionally, mostly on weekends.
Thank you for sharing those details about your lifestyle. It's helpful to know about your diet, stress levels, and habits like occasional takeout, desserts, and alcohol consumption. Is there anything else you'd like to mention about your health or symptoms that we haven't covered yet?
No, I'm just worried because the bloating is pretty much constant. but no, there's nothing else. Right. So that was an example of a medical intake with Roseline. As you've seen on the screen that I'm displaying, within the app, the physician gets a detailed summary of the conversation between the patient and Roseline. So that way they can really focus on the care part. We made this version of the call with Roseline fairly short for the demo, but we can fully customize the depth and thoroughness of the intake, whether it's going to be by call or by text, really based on the requirement from the physician. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be very happy to share some more demo Roseline to you and get you set up. Have a great day. Bye-bye.